Ajilaga dinde Naga Council Dimapur bra Lok Sabha laga MP S Supongmeren Jamir nimite ekta welcoming gura laga program rakhi kena thakishe. Program de Lok Sabha laga MP S Supongmeren Jamir bra kotha kora homoi tai kuise ki joapar Lok Sabha laga election kundu thakishe. Itu du ekta miracle thakishe kuise. Aro kotha korna cha homoi tai kuise ki dai chaigina parliament de assembly de kotha kora homoi talaga main agenda do Naga political issue aro ENPO laga issue de tai mon digena nolibi tate stress kurigena tai voice to raise out kurbo gona tai kuise hulibi tai kuise ki itu laga responsibility nolibi itu laga kam do khali MP ekta ekla nohoi hulibi itu laga responsibility do civil societies kan nolibi public in general sob panu itu responsibility uthawo lage aro teamwork kurigena itu laga issue de lui jabo lagi ona tai kuise abi ami khan ajulaga program opor de detail pra sai lobo.
Respected Chairperson, most respected the President Naga Council, Dimapur, respected councillors, all the federated units of the Naga Council, NGOs, CSO, and responsible leaders, Sri Chigi Zumomi, the Vice President of the Nagaland Pradesh Congress Committee, and the General Secretary L. Chukwamchumar, along with all the officials. I take this privilege to say a few words of gratitude to all the Naga leaders. And as our President has rightly cited, we are here under the umbrella of 20 tribes of our Nagas, along with the 4 federated units. In fact, I came here to take the blessing and wanted to share the responsibilities which we all have committed. And I wanted to take the advices from all of you. And since you are carrying out the responsibility of the 20 tribes, and when it says 20 tribes for all the Nagas, and you are not here only for the Nagas, but you are here for the welfare of the minority tribes. And the Naga Council as such, you are being doing the marvelous job, and you are one of the guardians of our cosmopolitan town. See, we are now having all the responsibilities. I wanted to share one thing. The last parliamentary election, we have really had a miracle, and the miracle is from our Almighty God. The divine power and the divine words, what was with all of us, with all the leaders. And as a leader, we have our followers, and we have taken the responsibilities, and people has responded and given the mandate to the secular party, the Congress, which we all have a banner to safeguard our traditions, our culture, our religions, and the most important is to give the protections of the minority tribes which are with all of us. Having all this responsibility, we have shared to the people. to our voters. And God was with us. The word was with us, and the success was in our side. Now, when God has intervened in our mission, it is not only the elected MB, but it is the responsibility of all the office bearers, the councillors, and the veteran units. Now we have to work hand to hand, jointly. The teamwork has to be there. The commitment which we have given to the people, we have to deliver. The justice, we have to give them. And it is not only me, but you all were on the line. You were on your missions. So as I'm regularly saying, we are now having in the same boat with all the responsibility. And once with our joint effort, if we give the justice to the people, that will be the another dimensions of changing of the political scenario in the state. And the most important thing is now with all our joint effort, we have to deliver and create the awareness to the people that how important is the long MB seat and Nagaland. How is the what is the responsibilities and how much can MB can exercise and work for the people of the state with coordination and teamwork of all the grassroots and fast leadership. That is very important. And now we have to bring under one umbrella. And we should work out in such a way that how important is a loan MB for a state. And that, for that matter, I cannot do all the performance. I cannot act. Maybe I may be a good nation, but until unless the chips, I may be a good computer, but until unless the chips is put in the brain, the machine will not work. The machine will be useless. So all those comprises of the activities now we all have to be involved together. Now see, Dimapur is a cosmopolitan, we all know. And how is the conditions? What is the conditions? Where is our Naga situation is heading? That we have to know. How our people are facing the problems at this situations? And what will be our responsibility? That we have to, the direction has to be very clear now. For example, we have two agreements with the government of India. And the two agreements, one is waiting for 9 years, the another agreement is waiting for 7 years. And any agreements simply waiting will create the problems only. And the government of India is very much aware of how they are going to create the problems. While waiting for that agreements for the implementation of the Naga political solutions, another problems, without solving the two other problems, again the government of India has brought another problem for our brothers and sisters of EMBO. Now we have the three major problems. And to solve the three major problems, we all are involved now. We have to play our role. As MB, definitely I'm going to talk with the government of India in the parliament. I have to put a question to the government of India, why it is not solving? Why without having any solution, why you have made that agreement? Why our brothers, those who are fighting for the Nagas, freedom, why you are allowing to wait for 9 years? Why you are allowing us to wait for 7 years? Why government of India is giving the false commitment to our MBO people? I'm definitely going to shock. But you all are also have the same responsibilities. Now we have to go to our brothers. Having all those agreements, why you are waiting for the 9 years? Why you are waiting for the 7 years? Is not that you have any solutions? Is there any way to fight with the government of India that our public also can do something to achieve the early solution for the Nagas? That part we have to play. That part we have to play since our freedom fighters has made the agreement with the government of India. Now having these agreements, what the monitoring cells are doing, they are they are taking very lightly. The ceasefire monitoring cell is not acting. And there we have to say something that your ceasefire monitoring is failing in your functionings. How in the daylight in the market, our own people are shorted. How the problem is creating. And see, your all the members, the business establishment, they are shifting down to Kakati. They are not having a comfortable to stay at Dimapur. Who is losing that? It is Nagas. It is the economy, Dimapur's economies will go down. I think that's also our responsibility. They are shifting to Katkati just next one gate there. Is there the place is very peaceful and here in Dimapur is critical to stay for them? Who is responsible? State government also is responsible. But our NGOs and our parent body also is responsibility. We should also take up the matters. One businessman leaving our state is a great loss for our state. That also we have to give a protection to them. For example, from here, one truck of load is going to Mogokchong, Zigoto, or the longest far-flung road is Kifri. A truck load reaching in one of our brother's state, district, Dagan get 30 na, 40 na, ki laga se niche na, tax digina hi, tati punji jai to. Ekta suman di 30, 40 tax utagina hi, punji le mani. Just thinking that how our brothers and sisters in those far-flung areas can afford to pay that commodities. And the commodities are charging our brothers and sisters again. They have to pay the burden. So, amakal nichor nagar rasta ti, kun nasi nijanina 30, 40 tax tikinahi, sumam bunjibo last situation. In that situation, shall we take rest? Itu nishina situation di, maybe naga leader rasi to ama itu boyina aram runa boybo. No. But they are all our brothers and sisters. Now we have to take up that responsibility now. And state government, unfortunately, the system itself, we cannot expect that the good governance or the deliverance from our state. Now it is across the lawmaking and the policy that we cannot do it. But we will be the agency to feed the government, to make them strong and to act. So these are the situations our Nagas are facing as of today. So, and that's without leaders like all of us. Without our joint effort, this problem will not be solved. Now we have 24 factions, and they are all fighting for our Naga freedoms. We have to see their welfare also. Now again, those freedom fighter also, I think it is their responsibility to see our welfare also, because they are fighting for us. Those 24 factions also, they have the responsibility. When they are fighting a freedom for our Nagas, they have the responsibility that they are also having a responsibility to look after our welfare. When they are fighting for us, we all are having the same responsibility to see that their welfare goes well. So I think there should not be any communication gap now. And we have to voice for the betterment of this, for the Nagas. I think our state government also definitely, because everything has to root it through the state government. We all should be in touch with the state government, and we should advise the state government also. At the same time, the most important thing is, why not let us take our responsibility to meet our brothers, those who are fighting for us, those who have made two agreements for us. We have to tell them that let us exploit it at the earliest. And in the name of all our leaders, the given opportunity, I'll also speak in the parliament about the issues. So those are some basic issues where our Naga leaders, the councillors, we have to put our head together and try to hammer up. Why I am sharing this here? Because this is a center, not only in the economic zones, not only the socials, not only the political backgrounds, but everything here. And I really wanted to congratulate all of you that with all those complex situations also, you are in a position to hold the responsibility as office bearer, as councillors, and the federal units. While having the responsibility in acknowledging all your service, there should be achievements. There should be achievements. Until unless there is achievements, sacrificing 3-4 years without good friend it is a great loss for all of us. We know the life, our span, the life span, how long we're going to live is only in the God's hand. So when the time, when the opportunity, when the things in our hand, we have to handle it properly. And I feel our situation is deteriorating. Our economy is going down. Our sons and daughters, they are not the blessed in a proper place. Now even are the most important thing of the agreements also, the framework agreement, the agreed position also, Government of India is still playing with us. I think it is now our time that we should speak to our brothers. We should give support to our brothers. We should speak to Government of India. And the monitoring cell also, ceasefire monitoring cells also has to activate. And having all those agreements, monitoring ceasefire, the cells is there. But again, Armed Force Special Act is imposed in our state. So where is the logic? There's no logic. Monitoring cell is there, agreement is there, peace accord is there. Still again, armed special force is imposed in our state. I don't know, in these things we have to very seriously, the black laws is with us. So I think we have to study thoroughly and we have to bless to the state government as well as the government of India. In fact, we'll have furthermore discussions and if for the interactions also. But I'm really blessed that you have given us the time and then giving me the platform to share the feelings. But unless all of us unite together, unless all of us make a teamwork, the thinking and the visions which our Nagas have, it will be difficult. So, as our president is rally cited, the Naga Council Dimapur is one of the symbolic of unity among the Nagas. So when the 20 tribes of Nagas under one banner, and when we cannot speak of the unity and the work for the unifications of our Nagas, we cannot expect any other organizations. So let us have a close relationship, close interactions, and let us go to the Hohos, and then we'll go to our freedom fighters also, Naga national voters also, and to the state government as well as the government of India. Let us try to be little more responsible leaders. And during all your times, during our time, if we can bring a little change, that will make us differences to bring the peace among the Nagas. And as a mere MB, whatever is possible from my side, I'm ready to I'm ready to have, I'm ready to run around. Only what I want from all of you is kindly advise, give us a wisdom, give us blessing, and give me the assignments. And for that matter, we'll work together. Thank you.
On behalf of Naga Council and all the civil societies of Dimapur, congratulate for a grand success of your election. Congratulating you for your success, I also, on behalf of Naga Council and all the civil society, warmly welcome you to this interaction. We are very thankful to you, sir, for giving us this time. I'm sure today's gathering in the NCT office here will be a remarkable gathering and golden opportunity for the Dimapur-based civil society organization. The presence of Honorable MP with us to express our observations, to express our issues, to discuss with him is an opportunity for all of us because he is our leader. He is our leader who can take our opinions, voice to the national level. That is how we are very fortunate and it is a good opportunity. Once again, welcome, sir. I also welcome all the CSOs on the Naga Council and all people present here to welcome in this gathering. And as VP has already informed you that there will be sufficient time for interaction with the Honorable MP, and I request all of you to freely participate in this interaction because once he is given the ideas and suggestions, he is there to take forward. And without our suggestion, because in the grassroots level, we are working. So with this welcoming here, I would like to say, continue with the background of Naga Council. Sir, everybody knew that Naga Council Dimapur is the oldest and the apex civil society in Dimapur district. When I say Dimapur district, only a few years back, like Newland, Chumu, maybe Beren also, those were all under Dimapur district. And the Naga Council was, its jurisdiction is the whole foothill area. That is a plain area. The Naga Council was covering the whole entire plain area in the past. Coming back its history, after the Second World War, Naga Council Dimapur was formed by a few dedicated and far-sighted Naga pioneers in 1949. As per available record, initially the Naga Council was named as Naga Club, but later it was renamed as Naga Youth Club. However, with the change of times and expansions of its activities, it was again renamed as Naga Council Dimapur in 1972, and since then we function it as Naga Council Dimapur. It is an ambition all this in order to regulate its activities. Naga Council has its own preamble that is adopted and constituted in on 25th January 1994. From there onward, Naga Council Dimapur is guided by its preamble and constitution, thereby functioning accordingly. Some of the aims of Naga Council, few important ones. One is to promote cooperation and unity among all the Naga tribes, to promote integrity of brotherhood among its members, to promote social and cultural values of the people by showcasing cultural activities of tribes, tribal communities, and non-tribal community, and uphold peace and harmony among them. To promote and propagate the customary practices of every Naga tribes in the realm of modern society that shall be obligatory to settle any issue relating to the Naga traditions and customary practices in the event of any dispute arises. To open its door and seek wider fellowship with any other like-minded civil society organization within its aim and objectives of the council. We are also very aware that Naga Council is constituted by 20 Dimapur-based tribal. 20 Naga tribes have affiliated in this Naga Council, and this tribe, Dimapur-based tribal union, sent their two representatives. So altogether we have 40 plus 16 tribes of Nagas of Nagaland, and we have 4 tribes from South Naga who is affiliated with Naga Council. They are all these 20 tribes, namely ASTD Dimapur, Analho Dimapur, Chang Union Dimapur, Chakra Amuk Kota Union Dimapur, Dimapur Sumit Council, Chamangan Union Dimapur, Konek Union Dimapur, Lotha Ho Dimapur, Mao Ho Dimapur, Home Union Dimapur, Home Mai Ho Dimapur, Rangma Public Organization Dimapur, Rongmai Community Dimapur, Sankam Union Dimapur, Tangol Union Dimapur, Dikir Union Dimapur, Western Chasan Ho Dimapur, Western Bottery Ho Dimapur, Yungkyong Union Dimapur, Zeliang People Organization, Naga Women. Then besides this tribe, we have 4 civil society who is affiliated with us is Naga Women Ho Dimapur, GB Union Sadat Dimapur, Dimapur Urban Colonial Chairman Federation, and Dimapur Naga Student Union Dimapur. Now, DQ Union has already affiliated. It was only last year government had given information. Soon after government approval, they have joined with us. Now the office of the Dimapur Naga Council is located here in the central city of the Dimapur, which is the communal hub of the state. It has, in this context, it may be stated that the Dimapur city, being the mirror of the state, where people from all walks, community in the state as well as from mainland are residing with self-owned business to earn for survival. Since its inception, Nagaland and Dimapur invested so much volunteer service in public affairs, government, administration, and safeguarding the rights and interests of Naga, upholding the brotherhood unity among the Nagas, particularly in Dimapur. And thus, it has rendered commendable service to the work for the well-being of citizens at large by the successive Naga leaders. Now, Naga Council is completing its glorious its 75 glorious years by the end of 2024. And the passing of the day, the Platinum Jubilee bell is ringing faster and faster. It is our sincere desire to honor and acknowledge the past final Nagas through celebrating the coming Platinum Jubilee with a theme celebrating Naga unity on 2nd November 2024. Hectic preparations are underway to celebrate the Platinum Jubilee. Honorable MP sir, people have confidence on your vast experience leadership, and so you have the full public mandate and support. People have a very high expectation and hope from your answer. With the changing of time and sensing the political dynamic and scenario of the nation, people have accepted your candidature to represent them and to voice their aspirations. We Naga definitely all will agree with me. We have our determinations and of our own destination. But unless leaders like you stand firmly, the cry of the grassroots people and the dream of our Naga will never be seen, even in the near future, as we have been experiencing for the past 7 to 8 decades. As it is already announced that there will be an interactions, Honorable MB, I request all to avail this golden opportunity to raise any issues for the benefit of our Naga. And may the interaction be very fruitful that will bring a reality for the future generations. We also once again wish our honorable member for his endeavor in all his activities, as well as we assure that we will be always we will fully support and extend our cooperation for the interests of our Nagas. Once again, thank you sir for coming over here and all the best.
On behalf of the GB Indian Dimapur, my name is Kole Kafo. Today, I'm so happy as well so fortunate to be standing here in front of our MP sir because I believe that you are chosen by God. You are anointed by God. In spite of so many adversaries, people have chose you. The Naga people have chosen you. I believe that God wants to do wonder works from you for the Nagas. I just wanted to share 2 points. It's not a question, it's more of a appeal request. Number one, we have already touched about that, our Naga movement and all the issues that is confronting us, the Nagas, at this juncture. Out of so many issues, I would like to raise one issue regarding this one. Dimapur district being the commercial hub, the center nerve of the Nagas as well as Nagaland state. For the last or more than 10 years, Naga Council as well as other CSOs and many other organizations, we have been trying our best to raise the issue of multiple taxation. Why I say that? Because when Dimapur is affected, all the district in Nagaland is very much affected. So it has to stop from here. That is why we are trying our best. But so far, we are not having any adequate, proper, substantial result. However, as I say, you are chosen person to represent the Naga people in India, in the Parliament of India. So, when multiple taxation is there, generally the public are suffering. It is not the business people nor other factors, but it is the general people, the Naga people, that is suffering. So I want you to raise this issue with the government of India. Nagas are talking about solution and all. And even many Nagas leaders, veteran Naga leaders, political leaders, social leaders, we talk, but we don't see any substantial result. So you are the right person, and I believe, I have faith, you have the caliber, and even I've also many times heard about the Congress Party of India, Indian Congress Party. Many of your leaders have already opined, shared that they want to solve the Naga movement issue, solution. So we want you to talk with the government of India, raise the issue, and bring a acceptable, inclusive solution so that the issue of multiple taxation can also be ended, where our people will not suffer. That is one issue. I appeal to you that you surely will take note of that. For the people, for the general people, you will take that issue. Second point, as a GB, I would like to tell you one thing about the GB is that we have so many organizations in Nagaland, but it is only GBs that is still intact. We are never divided, be it in ENPO area, CNTC or Tenyim area. In Nagaland, GB is the only institution which is never divided. We are one till then under Nagaland GB Federation. So I've heard, and you must also have heard about issues being talked that in urban areas, GB ship that we don't need GB ship. That is also been talked about for the last few years. When I heard that, I find it very difficult to understand why our people are talking about that. We talk about the legacy of our forefathers, the best democracy system in Naga society from those days. So when we talk about that, we come back to the Article 371A, where a clause is there. Naga customary practices, laws and practices. We take pride in that. But now we are trying to divide the GBC from the rural to the urban. Why? What is the reason? Just because the GB means Gaubura. We talk in that way. I am not able to understand that one. So I want you to take note of that also. Because the customary laws and practices of the Nagas cannot be, we cannot have two systems, two ways of dealing. The rural people will use Naga customary laws and practices, but the urban people cannot use. We cannot do that. In spite of where you live, as a Naga, whether you are in rural area or in urban area, the law which we practices should be the same, isn't it? Or we want to separate it. We want to divide the Naga people. Or is it because the urban area doesn't belong to Nagaland or what? Take an example for urban Dimapur. Is it not Nagaland? So we want to say that Dimapur urban area is not Nagaland, or it should not be under the preview of the Naga customary laws. I don't think so. That is why whenever such kind of issues arises, our GB request is to you to tackle this one very strongly, and then wherever Naga settle, whether it is in villages or in towns, Nagas will be same under one customary laws and practices. That should be there. So, with two things, thank you so much, sir. In many years of my life in social activities, I've never seen any MPs willingly coming to the grassroots people and talking to them, taking their views, no? So that he want to do something. That is why I say you are anointed person from God. Thank you, sir.